we're moving into the local and social content or side of this event. And if I can have slide 6, please. The final slide of our survey shows that this is certainly something that marketers are very well aware of. 88% of all marketers identified social networking as a definite and very important device feature for advertising, and 75% identified location. So again, these are kind of obvious functions of the media. It's something that we can all relate to, and it's clearly also something that marketers find very, very important. With this, we're moving into our first case study of this section, and that comes from Vdopia, who will discuss how they increased ticket sales for the Hispanic Americans through mobile devices for the opening of Fast 5. Hispanic Americans are also a very interesting group because they have extremely high smartphone and phone penetration in the US, so that's an interesting group to talk about. Please join me in welcoming Saurabh Bhatia, co-founder and chief business officer of Vdopia, and Jessenia Enriquez-Garcia, digital strategy supervisor of Lopez Negrete Communications. Welcome.
Oh, okay.
Can you guys hear us at the back?
Great.
Okay, from here it's like that. So what we're going to talk about today is how you can actually do a little bit of research and insight into the consumer and audience behavior in the mobile landscape and actually turn that into a absolutely winning and at some point stunning strategy for your brand objectives. And we are here talking about a movie campaign that was done by Universal, and we were lucky to be part of that experience. And we were able to actually study how Hispanic as an ethnic community is interacting with their mobile devices and what that means for the brand and how that was translated into a massive successful marketing strategy. So we're going to talk about campaign objectives, market overview, what we did, what we learned, and what are the next steps and what all you guys can actually learn from this. So the key insight is that Hispanic market in general, there is a far greater concentration of mobile handset amongst this core audience group. The mobile users are younger. There is a greater preference for smartphone. And very interestingly, mobile is their primary device for consumption of web, which is quite surprising. This is some of the data that we had. 61% of Hispanic population owns a mobile phone, which is age less than 35, as compared to 37% of general population in this country. 61 versus 37. You have 40, and amongst that audience, there is 45% concentration of smartphone versus 33% in general population. Again, very interesting insight. This trend is also particular, very, very different from what we see otherwise. In the Hispanic community, Android is by far the market leader. It has got 38% market share, BlackBerry is 29%, and iPhone is just 21%. And the reason, one of the reasons which is pretty interesting is that Android handsets are available on a prepaid connection, whereas iPhone is not. So when we are actually thinking and planning our mobile strategy, some of these insights are absolutely important while we make the right decisions. Again, 38% of Hispanic audience, smartphone is their device by which they go online, mostly using phone, versus 17% in general population. 38% versus 17%. Massive, massive, massive shift in trend, massive shift or difference in the behavior of this particular community. And these are some of the general indexes of Hispanic smartphone ownership versus general population across different key demos of age group. And Hispanic by far outweighs the general market. But what do these guys do when they are on their mobile device? They access the internet, they play a game, watch a video, and also purchase a product. And again, the indexes show that they are clearly on the higher side or north of the general curve. So it provides a tremendous opportunity for marketers to actually use and target this community on the device that they love. Very, very, very important insight about the user behavior. Against a general index of 100, 438%, which is that almost 4 times they're likely to use this device. 398 versus once in a week or month, and so on and so forth. Massive, massive difference in behavior with regards to the mobile handset. What does that mean? Over to you.
So I'll walk you now through how we took all of those statistics and used it for our mobile strategy to make Fast 5 top grossing film of 2011. When we market a film, we do look at general market insights, we look at Hispanic insights, and we take that all together and build a strategy and take our tactics from there. So overall objectives for this film were in line with general market to establish Fast 5 as the first blockbuster of the summer of 2011. On top of that, we're always striving to increase overall Hispanic attendance. Right now, the average Hispanic attendance for a film is hovering around 12 to 13%. A key general market insight that we took into consideration when we were planning the overall strategy was that undecided moviegoers are influenced near the time of film going with exclusive content. So give them something that they can't get otherwise. Give them a sneak peek of a trailer that they haven't already previewed or other exclusive content. We took into account many of the statistics that Saurabh took you through. Hispanics are more likely to access the internet on their smartphones. Hispanics tend to use their smartphones on a greater basis than the general market. So we took those 2 insights to really build our strategy from there. Overall, we were looking at a much younger demo, which helped the mobile be a greater part of our overall strategy, because when you're looking at Hispanics 13 to 34, mobile is key. You saw from the previous statistics that they comp higher between the ages of 18 to 24. That comp index is through the roof for Hispanics. We wanted to deliver our exclusive video content through the smartphone devices that they use. And we wanted to leverage smartphones' unique characteristics to enable social sharing. Overall, we chose a partner that was able to target the Hispanic market exclusively. It's really vital right now. Not all mobile partners are able to use as many of the targeting capabilities that we would like them to target the Hispanic audience. So when you are looking at a mobile vendor, make sure that you're going beyond just the contextual level, and that's just beyond using Spanish language sites and apps. Try to layer in as much targeting towards your Hispanic audience as possible. But not to mention, it is very important to ensure that you do have a premium optimum site list. So you need your Spanish language sites and apps, but on top of that, make sure you're using mobile metrics data to ensure that you're using sites and apps that comp high against the Hispanic demographic. We also wanted to use a mobile vendor that was able to deliver the highest technology within rich media. Because our campaign was so video focused, we just wanted to really drive through the video assets that we did have. In a minute, Saurabh will take you through the various rich media units that we use with Vdopia, but some top-line results for this campaign were 1/3 of the engaged users from the transparent banner, that's the third one to the right, actually watched the trailer. And that's not just watch the trailer, but watch the trailer to completion. On our pre-app video ads, those ads drove the highest CTR of the entire campaign. So not just across the mobile, not just across these specific mobile placements, but across the entire campaign. That's a 3.77% CTR. And I'll just let Saurabh take you through their rich media capabilities.
So in this particular campaign, what we essentially did was we used something which we call as a in-banner video, whereby you can actually play a video banner within the mobile browser. We had a 15-second commercial for Fast 5. We had a rich media execution that involved the takeovers, or a transparent takeover. And very importantly, we had social media engagements, which include Facebook, Twitter, interacting, watching more videos, visiting the site, and making sure that the audience is absolutely engaged with the experience. And now I will hand over to you to talk about specific results that we were able to achieve from this campaign.
One of the results that's not up here is that Talk to Me page of the pre-app video, 30%, so 1/3 of the audiences that got served that Talk to Me page actually clicked through to the Facebook, to the Fast 5 Facebook page. So that's very impressive. It's really hard to get those metrics right now on an online. So another reason why mobile was just such a great strategy for this particular campaign. I talked about optimum site list. Vdopia is able to secure 100% share of voice roadblocks for you on premium content sites. So this was a very important strategy for us near the time of the release. A very unique initiative that Universal Pictures actually put together was to create a live webcast of the premiere in Rio, Brazil. So they used not just general market, but Hispanic, and we did a cross-60 promotion against offline, online, mobile vehicles to drive to this 4-hour live webcast premiere. What made Vdopia really stand out was they were able to upload the live webcast banner, the live webcast button on the Talk to Me page for a period of 4 hours. On our online partners, everyone needed that button to be up 24 hours a day, even though the live webcast only lasted 4 hours. So it was really great to partner with someone who was able to do that seamless real-time execution. Overall, Vdopia delivered the highest CTR of all of our planned partners. We had about 9 on our Hispanic campaign. They delivered a 1.7% CTR. Right now, according to MediaMind, the entertainment industry average for mobile is 1.04, so well above the current entertainment benchmark. Of the videos that we did run, we played a 15-second trailer and 2 30 seconds. The average video view rate was 13.6 seconds. So what I do recommend when you are using video on mobile, the shorter the better. If you were to take that 13.6 seconds and put that against the 15, you would get an almost 90% video view rate. So if you can keep your users enthralled in the video as long as possible, you're able to get them the end slate, that end messaging that's going to drive them to whatever you want them to do. Overall campaign results, and this of course was due to a combination of efforts, not just mobile, but you need to include your offline, your digital, and your mobile strategy. We did manage to over-exceed the 12% average Hispanic attendance rate and generated 33% Hispanic attendance for opening weekend. Fast 5's total weekend gross was higher than the previous year for Fast and Furious and was the highest April 2011, or it was the highest best opening for an April release at the time. Our key learnings here. Mobile delivers a higher susceptibility for social interaction. Make sure that you're including your Twitter links. Make sure you're including social sharing because Hispanics are more prone to do that. As you learned, Hispanics are using all types of features on their phone, from photo sharing to video to social to text. Make sure you're incorporating all of these elements when you're doing a mobile strategy for the Hispanic audience. Mobile can facilitate seamless real-time executions. We learned this through the live webcast. This was a partnership, and it actually was very seamless. Mobile reaches Hispanics on their preferred digital medium. So if you're not using mobile right now to reach Hispanic audiences, I think you're doing your product a disservice. It really does make a big difference, and the audience is using their mobile on a daily basis. And I'll let Saurabh close out the presentation.
So what's next in terms of the next step for us as brand marketers and planners? One of the key learnings or key sharing is that mobile has evolved. So when you're thinking mobile, think more deep about your audience, what your audience is doing, how they're engaging on this particular device, and you will be up for a couple of surprises. You can actually leverage those for your brands the way Universal did for this particular campaign. The second thing is that it is very important to now open up channels of communication where you can actually have live, you can have a real interaction at the point of purchase. So for this particular campaign, at the opening weekend, there was a massive focus to deliver maximum impressions and allow them to actually interact and buy tickets. So that's very important. And with regards to Hispanic, if you want to touch Hispanic audience as a core group, absolutely mobile is one of the key and maybe the primary medium, maybe more so important than that of digital. And that's about it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this case study, and there were a couple of interesting stuff which we were able to share with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.